we just started. We're just starting now, and all right. So was sex again today, this afternoon. I'll be cold, I'll be old. I don't just know. It's fine, guys. We just started, and we're going to be doing more of a comedy, just like we've always been doing, and then we dive into what we'll have today. All right. So, firstly, is if you're seeing us already, we're welcoming you. If you're thinking of joining, if you're just contemplating on joining, like anything you're doing now, you don't take it for granted. And before now, we just started now, and we're going to be doing welcoming just like we have always been doing. So, firstly, we're welcoming new viewer. Okay, sake of people seeing us for the first time, and I really just know, like, before now, we're going to be, what's it called, giving the details of what we're doing, so that people seeing us for the first time, they're not going to be stuck. We're coming to that, but let's just first welcome them. So if you're a new viewer and you're just seeing us, we're awesomely welcoming you. And if you're a returning viewer, the same thing here. We are so welcoming you. And if you're a old viewer, more like people that are making us talk too much, because we have old friends that are always looking for our trouble. Once they come in now, we're going to be laughing all day, but it's fine. If you're old viewer, you've been general like me for a while, your presence still means a lot. It's not taken for granted. So, guys, we just finished welcoming, and we're going to be precise today. We're going to be a bit fast because we got no time. Okay, guys. So we just started. Before you use UF graphics, and more of welcoming. We just finished welcoming, and anyways, I've forgotten. Just a quick one. Let me see something on my screen. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. A quick one. Yeah. Yes, I just fixed something now. We are fully ready and set. And if you're seeing me, I'm seeing you. If you're not seeing me, I'm seeing you. I have four eyes now. I'm set. Okay, guys, so we just started a few minutes ago, and before now, we just did welcoming. And if you're still joining now, yes, we're welcoming you for the live stream session, into the live stream session, above the live stream session, like anywhere you are, you're welcome. And we welcome new viewers, seeing us for the first time, returning viewers, people that have been joining our live stream session, a kind of, and old viewers, maybe people that has been joining for a while because of me, probably streaming for a while now, and that's cool. So I'm your graphics, and what we're doing here is simple, like it's very very simple. And before now, we did welcoming, and just like today, there's something on our thumbnail which we're going to be elaborating on. Anytime you see us setting up a life stream like this, we're not yet to have the get, and we are actually here to a kind of impact. Do you get? Just take it that way. We're not lectures. Is it lectures that be lecturer? We're not lecturer. We're just cool. And I just introduce myself. I'm your graphics, and what we're doing here is simple. Maybe for the sake of first-time viewers, people seeing us for the first time, maybe I should just use this medium to educate them on what we're doing, so that they won't be looking at me looking stuck. Do you get? So what we'll talk about here is simple. We call it life after school. The brutal truth every young person now is no longer students. The brutal truth every young person should know. Now we call it brutal truth because it's very very broad and vast. Because things, okay, you know, people I don't just know. I don't want to laugh too much today. It's actually a brutal truth because people are not talking about it. That's one. It's a brutal truth because young people don't even know about it, and them not knowing about it, they stand the chance to actually make preparations for that. When we talk about you should prepare for life after school, that is more like the preparation we mean is no more like I don't just know. It is very very I don't just know. Well, Natalandia. I don't know. Like, you guys' name is very, very complex. Sorry if I'm not able to pronounce your name well. Thanks for joining the live nation, and Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your presence means a lot. We cut you. We cut. Is it like this? I don't just know how to salute. I've forgotten how to salute, but it's fine. Oh, okay. You're giving me a yeah. Is it a high five? I mean, is this up to five? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's up to five. Same here. Okay, so thanks for joining, anyways. And we just started now. We just finished introduction, and we're diving into mainly. But before now, we're just giving more like a playing ground of what we're talking about, so that our first time viewers may they are not going to be stuck. We say we talk about life after school, the brutal truth every young person should know. Now, it's very, very crucial that every young person, irrespective of the country or location, should know what to expect in the real life, because we say the real life, as the name implies, real life, you're going to be experiencing everything that is going to be coming is going to be real. Now, actually, you're not going to hide from it. It's actually to prepare for it, because they said, I don't just know how to explain that, but it's just something like preparation. And the preparing for it is more like what we're here to do, trying to, what's it called? Set your mindset. It's more like developing mindset, trying to make you see things from a different perspective and view. And maybe more than an average student is seeing things, because every so talking about here is mindset development, trying to reshape people's mindset is more like an awakening call, like to students, because many students are slumbering, many students are living for the moment, many of them are reluctant. This is a future of tomorrow. Beyond people are futures of tomorrow. People that are futures of tomorrow, they are not making any plans for tomorrow. Can you imagine that? Like, they're just going to end up or get into the future being stuck and confused, because there was no plan, there was no succession plan. Like, they did not make any plans for it. Have you seen? So anything we're talking about here is just more like trying to help students, trying to make them see there is more, trying to actually prepare them for the next phase of life, because we're talking about mainly or to young people, maybe university students, people that are still in the university, that I mean tertiary institution. Now, we're trying to, you don't prepare for war in the war front. So we're more like, we feel that preparing them now is the best time, because the real life, we're assuming that the real life is the war front. So they should be prepared now, so that they're not going to get into the real world being confused or stuck, because that is more like jumping into the river when you cannot swim, because you cannot be in a problem and solve it. You must actually learn how to solve a problem before you get into it. Have you seen? So that is it, and that's more like the objective, and everything you see us talking about here is actually relating to this. Okay, guys, so we're going to be a bit fast and precise. I don't just know why I'm sweating, guy. But somebody is not here. I'm going to look for something. Cause, sorry, guys. Oh, here is hot. I don't know why. Jesus. This is obstructing my stream. Oh, this thing. Alright, guys. Sorry, I was actually sweating, so I have to. Okay, so we're diving into, just like today, there's something we have on our thumbnail already, which we're going to be talking about. Then now we'll now run, you get, and that's more like I guess something like the 30, what's it called? Okay, I think something like the three mistakes that can rule your 20s. Now this is more like emphasis on young adults particularly, because here it's just about mindset, trying to make you sit in have you oh develop it more, and probably in a more positive way, you get, and not in a way. Okay, guys, so we're going to be talking about the mistake that can rule your 20s, and we said emphasis is just more like, 20s, and 20s is more like, we mean 20s, age 20s, let me be precise, age 20s of young people, because we talk about outside life preparation, and talking about outside life preparation, and today is just like what is we were just talking around, or any topic around it, and today happens to be age 20s mistake that young people make. And mistakes are inevitable, actually correct, but mistakes can be avoided, like it can be avoided, yes, if you're guided. When you know about something, you start, you what's it called, you stand a better chance of solving. We going to be what's it called, reviewing their or chance to actually avoid it. Like them knowing it, them being informed, it's all about is in other words is being informed. Like if you're informed on something, you're not going to be disformed on you. So we want them to be informed on the mistakes that young people are probably making on their 20s, that has the ability to actually what's it called, rule their career entirely. So it's not going to be hard or harsh, a kind of, we're going to just make it cool. Anyways, okay, we say introduction, and we're saying 20s, and we're going to be talking about 20s of young people. And we say 20s is more like every young person in his or her 20s is assumed already to be an adult, and there are several things that can actually ruin one's life at that point in time, because at first that's when your mental gets developed. That's when some structures, like that's when you actually put some things down in your life, something like your decisions and career and all of those things. Like I don't go into details, I'm just hanging around it, and that's it. So but we say sadly at that age most people get it wrong because of wrong choices, and maybe friends, and maybe what they think, or because of wrong mindset. Because if we're elaborating on mindset, firstly we tell you mindset has to do with your viewing comes first. When we have to do with mindset, your mindset, if we're getting a definition of a mindset, it's just how your mindset is placed, shaped, developed, and because it's anything you get, you're going to be transmitting. At first we said mindset, viewing affects it more, and we cannot talk about mindset and without talking about viewing. Now viewing is more like what you call behold. Yes, what you see is going to be transmitting something to your mind, then your mind will process it on how it's placed, shaped. And when your mind says when your mind processed it, is going to actually give it out. More like it's going to be maybe practical or whatever, but it's going to be as a proof of how it's placed. If your mindset is negative, or probably that's negative aspect, you get. So that's a call of being intentional of what you feed your eyes with, because mindset has to do it. Now let me give you a practical example. Let's assume that I'm closing my eyes. Even when you're asking me for my name, I'm not seeing it. Probably I'm not going to reply because I'm not seeing it. Obviously, so my viewing comes first. When you see something, it's actually transmitting something to your mind. Then if you're ever going to be acting, you're going to be acting from how your mind is placed. Now I'm talking about mind, I don't mean physical hacks, mindset. Like it's just all about how you see things, how you take up things yourself, like how you handle things, and how you take, or what's it called, react to things. So it's all about mindset. And we said there can be positive one and negative one, and undeveloped and developed. So it just has to do with the matter. So we're talking about why 20s matter so much. Now we say 20s. Oh yeah. Okay, we said okay. The first mistake is, we're talking about now mistakes that young people make in their 20s, and that's what we're going to be elaborating on today. And the aim or objective of it is just to make young people see things that, or let's just say mistakes that young people are actually making, and maybe they are going to be in a better space, chance to avoid it, not to be victims. Because what we're often doing here is more like trying to expose weak points or mistakes that young people make, and try preventing the future ones not to still do the same mistake and nothing more. Okay, so it's cool. I said the first mistake is wasting time on distraction. Let me drop my booklet. Now I'm going to be elaborating much here. Wasting time on distraction. Firstly, university is fond of that. I don't know, I'm going to still prove it. University provide more time. Time in university, okay, let's just say there is more time in the university. Now we said what you do on a daily basis is silently determining your future, and it's very, very painful that most people in the university, because university time, okay, let's take it from the view. Many people think that university time is a leisure time, but in reality it's said to be a training ground. You know what a training ground means? A stage of your life, or a phase of your life, when you actually need to train, when you actually need to build up things, when you actually need to discover. Like that's the stage to make any discovering you're ever wanting to be, or whatever. Like any discovering, your self-discovery, your future discovering, anything that you're planning, that's the stage to plan is, and that's the best stage. And we said university has some leisure time, and it gives more opportunity. Now let me explain. You can start up anything in the university. Yes, actually, university is structured for academics, quite sure, but it's actually creates. I don't just know how to explain that, but and a lot is actually going on in university. Many people build up empires. You see many students actually they are in for academics, but they actually minimize their time. They actually build on, like they actually build up some things with their university time, because of course university creates some leisure time. And the painful part of it, most students are actually living for the moment. What I mean by living for the moment is they are just passing around, they are just uh, prioritizing the entertainment and all of that. There's a saying that you should enjoy university, but don't make enjoyment be your first priority. What that is actually trying to imply is actually you're there to school, but like, okay, just like, okay, now let me give an illustration. It's just someone that actually went to fish. Yes, you actually you went to fish, and maybe on the process, I don't just know, like you now started fetching water. I don't just know how to explain that. It's just like actually knowing your goal, your priority, what actually brought you there. Now you're going to neglect that and start chasing pleasure or entertainment. Do you get? So university, you think that you can enjoy university time, but don't make enjoyment be your priority. That, in other words, don't make enjoyment be your original purpose, or let's just say what brought you there. Obviously, so that's a call of being intentional of what you or whatever you're doing. And we said what you do on a daily basis, it has a way of actually determining your future. What I mean there is, if you're, okay, first of all, it starts with seconds. Seconds define minutes, minutes define hours, hours define day, days define weeks, weeks define months, and maybe months, years, centuries, or whatever decades. Now, you may be doing something secondly, hourly, daily, and it's going to be accumulated. Have you seen how it can probably determine your future? So it's just a call to be intentional. Like whatever you're just doing, despite its second, like despite the time is small, it actually have if it's positive, the effect is coming on. If it's negative, the other way. Anyways, I said most students. What was I even talking about? Okay. I said many students waste time on distraction. Yeah, distraction. A lot can distract. One thing about distraction can be very, very hectic and strong. But if actually someone has a purpose, something about direction. Let me tell you a hidden truth about direction. If you have direction, now direction is just like a path that you're taking, a path that you're taking. Maybe you have a target, and you have targets, you have direction. Let me use word direction. That means you have where you're going, like you have something that you're chasing. Now, even when you're distracted, it gets to some point, you still come back. Have you seen? Yeah. Lucy Vando Olivaria. Oh, welcome to the live film session. It feels cool having you here, and if you've seen us already, was seeing you already, and it feels cool here. Your, or what do you call, your presence is much regarded, is alarming regarded. Anyways, it's cool. Well, I've been saying a lot already. You just cope with us, and maybe continue with us. So I'm just trying to give a clearer view of direction. And I said, firstly, we're talking about students are often distracted, and we said distraction is normal. Moreover, the world is full of noise. Like there's no way you cannot be distracted. That's cool. But we're trying to tell you that any student, any person, any young person that has direction, of course you can be distracted though, but you're actually going to come back because you have a direction. Unlike someone that does not have a direction, when you don't chase your dream, other people are going to hire you to chase theirs. That is very, very factual. It's not unfair thing. It's not like life is unfair. No, that is the truth, because you don't have anything that you're chasing. Now, if you don't have something that you're chasing, you can be distracted, and on that line, you can be lost. Obviously, so there's no even way of reviving you back. So that is it. But let's come back for distraction. Like a lot can really distract students, and a lot can really distract young people. And most times, distractions are inevitable. Of course, yes, because distractions are everywhere. Yes, we said students, because we're talking about mistakes that students make in their 20s, more like young people. So it's beyond students or graduated people as well, just 20s are above. Now we pointed that young people are always spending time in the lot of and at first we said, why you say no now? I don't know. But wait, relax. We're not dragging. Or now tell me the reason why you said no. Of course, what I'm saying here is proven. Do you get, like, is proven? I'm not just assuming. We're not doing assumption here. Do you get? And you're telling me no. Well, the grad is open. I'm waiting for your reply. You can just tell me reason why you said no and then what? I don't just know. Anyways, I'm going to be talking and so I'm going to be expecting your reply. Okay, that's Akin Edim Abi. Yeah, I Edim. Edim said what we're talking maybe is wrong, and we're actually waiting for his reply to actually correct us. It's fine, it's cool. So I'm going to be proceeding. I said the mistake or distraction is everywhere, and I've already emphasized a lot of that on that. And we're saying here the danger is more like distraction already, and it's going to actually make students like I don't just know, like it's going to put them off balance, like they're going to actually shift or slack from maybe their dreams or purpose. Do you get? So it's just more like what students should do with their 20s. Now we said students are often distracted in their 20s. We're asking because one may be stuck and be like, if actually people are distracted, or let's just say they are prioritizing the wrong things, what is expected like they do? Do you get? So we're asking, what should students do in their 20s? Now we say 20s is more like a building time for everybody, like for every young person. And there is a saying that if your 20s is wasted, like it's always hard to recover. Reason is because there's several things that is expected that you actually build up. I don't just know, like it's just a wasted years. Do you get? And it's often hard to recover it because you cannot what's it called? You cannot bring that time and season. You get all these things work hand to hand. Like time and I don't just know. So it's not just best to waste any years. It's just a call to be intentional, like know what you want, know what you're chasing, and know the possible ways that you're going to be actually getting to what you're chasing or achieving here. So just it, I don't just want to say more on that. Okay, moving to the second mistake. The first mistake is distraction, often distracted. Now, the second mistake is depending only on the degree. We're often telling people, like more like students, young people, don't depend on your certificate alone. Certificate, we mean, is just a degree, and mind you, degree is just something that you get from a school. Be when you're done with your discipline, school is going to be issuing you a more like a certificate. That's a degree, and many people think that this degree of 18 that is or what's it called success already. No, degree does not guarantee success, and a lot of people don't even want to hear it. Have you seen? So them assuming that them having degrees is already they are already successful. Success success is far beyond that, because success is not easy, everybody knows. And if success is easy, everybody would have been successful. Now you're going to take it or look at it from this view. That means maybe people that succeeded actually there is something they did that people are not seeing, or there's something they did though people are actually seeing it but they cannot do it. Have you seen? Or people the cost is too much. They're saying that you should pay the price to get the price you deserve. There's two prices there. Now the first price is more like the or the inputs where you need to work, like work is what's it called is required. That's the first prize in there. Then maybe the second prize there is more like the gifts or like your win. Do you get? Pay the price to get the prize you want. The first prize is the work that you requisite. You cannot be in your comfort zone. There is a work requisite, like you have your own part to play in. So that just it, and that's for what's it called okay, that's for depending on degree. And we're talking about the dangers is always uncertain. Now when we depend on their degree, and the best thing the factual truth there is just that the government cannot employ everybody even when the best government comes. And maybe most of them are going to struggle with unemployment and maybe They are going to be frustrated because already the job market is saturated with a lot of market holders. So it's going to be difficult, very, very competitive to see, and everybody has the same degree you have. Obviously, so what's it called? Like the thing that is going to separate you, or what is going to make you unique, is your value, your evidence, what you're able to create, your competency. Obviously, so that's it. Them not having things, them depending on certificate alone is actually going to make them neglect other aspects of development or developing themselves or even getting themselves wide. Obviously, so actually they have already neglected this far. Then if paraventure it fails, that they are probably left with nothing. Obviously, so it's not going to be even funny at all. It's so should do instead. Now this is just more like learning skill, getting income stream, getting valuable demand. What's it called? Demand skills that people are paying for. Uh, it can be tech. You know, the world is everything getting digitalized. Everything is advancing. The real life reward evidence. If you cannot provide proof, if you cannot show results, if you cannot actually show evidence, like there's no space in the real world. So if you have knowledge, no matter how intelligent you are, if you cannot practicalize it, I don't just know, it's not funny. If you cannot practicalize it, you're going to be irrelevant. That is very, very simple. Now, we said the real life does not reward only knowledge. Intelligent people can fail. Smart people can still be frustrated. So the thing there is about information, not about being intelligent. No matter how intelligent you are, you can still be stuck at some point if you lack the right information that is necessary to navigate that point. Obviously, so it's just a call to be intentional and a call to what's it called of competency. Now we're more like shouting, young people be competent enough to be to the extent that you cannot be ignored. That is being too good to be ignored. Obviously, so it is possible that we can have young people that are too big to be ignored. Not only certificate holders, certificates can only take you to an extent. There's a saying that your certificate can open a door, but it cannot determine what happens inside. Yes, it can open an opportunity, but your inbuilt abilities, what you have inside, the kind of value you're able to create, innovations, creativity, like how creative you are, is what keeps you, and it's what even actually bets results. Do you get? So of course we can have people with certificate and nothing to show, and that is not making sense, of course. Now, so guys, what people, since is advanced, the world is changing, technology is changing, the world rewards adaptability. People that wins, students, young people that wins, young people that the your future belongs to are people that are adaptable, people that can adapt and still remain relevant. There is an adjustment there, so you must be adaptable. And the features of adaptability is just what's it called? Learning of soon, the ability to learn and unlearn things. Like you're going to be what's it called? Like it's just often learning. Do you get? And there's a saying that learning never ends. So you're not just going to be studying. There's a saying that the day you stop learning, the day you start dying. I don't just know the dying that they mean there. I'm serious. I saw it. I was like, Omo, which dying are these people talking about? Is it real death? I guess it's not real death, but maybe mentally death or something. The day you stop learning, that's the day you start dying. I'm not the one that said it. I'm just so guys. So that is it, and that is a call like really awake young people, young students, or young people. From the most of them are reluctant. It's not just motivation. Even motivation can drive you to an extent. Motivation is just a word. But when we're talking about students being serious or taking anything up to themselves, like being intentional, that is more like trying to tell you to introduce discipline, because motivation is just like a word. It drives you to an extent. It gets to you to be what's it called? It's not going to be efficient enough. Like it's going to be deficient. Like it cannot sustain you again. That's what I'm saying. Motivation can fade away. So what keeps you going, or what still drives you to the top, is more like discipline, your discipline or whatever, like things like that. Things like that. Oh Jesus. Sorry, God. Almost all right. I'm still saying some things. Okay. I said what's it called? What's it called? the mistakes the students make. Mind you, the emphasis of today, we're talking about mistakes that young people make in their 20s, and we've been seeing a lot already. And if you're just joining, just copy those, maybe later you stream and then you get everything we're saying already. Okay, it's just like we said. Okay, the third mistake is having the wrong mindset. Mindset is everything. Oh, regardless, mindset is everything. Mindset can build you, it can destroy you in other ways. Yes, it can make you, and it can will I say or make you. That's mindset. And I said mindset is how you see things, is how you take up things to yourself, is how you react to things, more like situations and things around you. That's mindset. Now we said there's a saying that human beings are most difficult beings to what's it called to treat or to handle. That's a talk from a mindset perspective, because everybody actually sees things from a different view and a different perspective. So there is something that I actually watched one day. There was someone brought a number. The person was actually asking two different person or people, or let's just say or what's it called, was actually on the front, then one was at the back. The person brought the number and turned the number, asked the person, what do you see? The person was like, he's seeing 6. Now he also turned the or asked the second person says he's seeing 9. Have you seen? So everybody has what he or she is seeing. Now it can be the same situation but different perspective. Like you can bring a book, you're going to be asking two people, what are you seeing? The person will tell you, I'm seeing a book. Moreover, the second person will tell you that I'm seeing a pen. I'm serious. People have different perspective. Now how you're seeing things, that does not mean that that's the same way other people have seen it. So it's just all about it's just a talk of what's it called, mental development. Now anybody whose mental is developed is actually from a different view and perspective. Now such person can even fail as someone that is help, and moreover another person is seeing failure at is trying to kill him. I'm serious. Let me explain. Okay, we said people that has a book mindset are often seeing failure as a helping hand. Let me explain. Failure is not bad. It's something. Okay, that's more like scars. There is a saying that hmm, if you don't okay, there is a thing that someone said that I fear people that have not failed before, because like they can fail and they may not recover. Like the person was just trying to say that he prioritized people that have failed and maybe that persisted. The difference between failure and winners, or people that actually failed, is not because people that winners did not fail. No, the difference there is just their inability to give up. Like they actually failed multiple times but they refused. Now the way they refuse to give up is the ultimate. Like that's what we should be looking at. They refuse to give up. Like they did not accept it. You get, so did not take it up to their subconsciousness that they are failures. And seeing it from that view is going to really help you a lot. Like it helps your mindset to still persist even when you failed. You're going to see it as this is an occurrence. I'm not a failure. If I failed in anything, it's an occurrence, of course. So I'm not actually a failure. Now, if you see from this view, is going to reel up you, is going to power even when you fail. People are going to tell you, stop this, you're failing. You're seeing it as no. It's a movement. Do you get? Sorry guys, it's fine. Okay, we said having the wrong mindset. We said mindset is everything, and we just talk about mindset now. Now I was saying more like the right mindset. It's just more like a developed one. See things from a more positive side, because how you see things affects you. So if you see things from a positive side, from a positive view, it's going to affect you positively. So that's just how it works. That's how it works. I still have few things to talk about. My time is high. Oh, Greenland. Yes, Greenland. Whole food. Kai. Sorry if I'm not able to pronounce your name well, but I guess I tried. Let me pronounce again. Greenland. Holy food. Your name stopped at food. That's FOOD. Yeah, greetings. I'm actually pronouncing your name, but I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Why is your name so hard to pronounce? or like the name is hard. I'm serious. Like it's hard to be pronounced, or it's hard to pronounce. Like it's hard to, or let's, or yeah, you pronounce it now. Why is it hard? Because I'm not from your country. Could that be the reason why it's hard? Of course, it's still possible. Hmm. Well, it's fine. Thanks for joining the life nutrition. Your presence means a lot, and we're not taking it for granted. Okay, I've been emphasizing already. A lot already. Okay, I'm still talking. I said the reality of life after school, more like when student graduates after school. After school, I don't just now say explain that. Let me still bring it down. We talk about life school. That is what, like, that's the stage of living independently for students, for young people. They are going to be leaving schools, that they are done with school, the stage of being done with school, the stage that they are going to, that is adulthood. Of course, they are assumed to be adults when they are out from universities. So that stage has already, it throws a lot to you, and if you're not even prepared for it, it becomes worse. And there is what's it called, there is a necessity you should be given to on what you're going to be expecting. And that's what we've been saying here. And we're telling you that they outside there is real things, more real things that you're going to be experiencing. And most times it's not going to be actually aligning with your view or what you assume it to be. It's just like when you just feel that after graduation things is falling, or like things is going to fix itself, like everything is going to be easy and smooth. Moreover, you're going to graduate and you're going to start experiencing a different thing altogether, and it's going to look as if you were not actually prepared for it. So that's just how it works, and you should be extremely be prepared for risks. How to use your 20s wisely. Build a skill. Talking about how to use your 20s wisely, more like your early stage of life wisely. Build a skill. Skills has very what do you call several, like we're talking about skills, a lot is involved. Now we don't actually mean as for the way like it just has to do what you learn, because skills are not inbuilt. Of course, you get to anything skills, you get to develop it. It actually works for your, it's not talent, it's a skill. Most people is talent, maybe they are going to be enhancing this one and more like going to become skill. So skills are often get to learn, and you actually develop it, and it takes some time and you become good in it or at it. Now we're talking about build skill. Every young person needs skill. It can be an income stream skill, something that you're doing for a pay, you're being paid for it, something that I don't just know, it's just called skill. And the truth about the skill of it has many branches. Even communication is actually a skill. So it's still a saying that like people not still communicate effectively and efficiently. And in real world, you need to be communicating. You're a being, you're a human being. That means you're actually going to communicate to human beings as well. And good example of a good communication is a reply. That's a feedback. If a communication is not effective, because a good one comes back with a feedback, is a proof that you actually communicate effectively and efficiently. I mean, communication is actually a skill, and you need a lot. Sorry, who is that? Oh, well, it's fine. Real life, a lot emphasize on skills. Skills is more like practicals, and skills is more like your value, things you can do. So skills is quite different from certificate and talent. So one of the days we're going to do a live stream session on skills, talent, and certificate. So that students will actually know the significance like of these things, so that they're not going to be interchanging it. Do you get? Or build your mindset. Mindset can actually be built. Like you can build it from like you know good corrupts good, bad good influence good, bad influence bad. Do you get? So building mindset has to do with people around you, people you take up to yourself, friends, and people I associate it often, and people and things you listen to. Do you get? Because words can actually own mentality and how such person you reason. So it's just just a knowing that building mindset has to do with things you see, things you get yourself into, and all of that, and things around that area. Build habits. Habits actually can be built. Yes, habits maybe I don't know. It's just something like habits. This place, it can be it can be taken care of, well, in a more positive way, and otherwise I'll build future early. Early stage is often the ultimate. Starting, there is difference between starting, like someone that have started, that someone that knows what to do but have not started. You get, so starting early is a requisite. When you start early, it gives you more time, opportunity, and chances to make mistakes, amend, still fall, make mistakes, fall, still come back on track, just because you started early. And you get to unlearn, learn things, like there's enough space, like you have things to actually amend on or in at that particular stage. So you have a lot of time. The emphasis there is time. Starting early is a lot of advantage. You get, and that is more like an advisable one to tell students. Almost start early, because it gives an advantage, and there is a lot of things to actually learn when you like early stage of anything. What's it called? Regardless, is also stressful. Like you're going to be embarrassed, you're going to be criticized. Little of everything. I don't just know. Like young people don't actually prioritize small things, and they're actually neglecting the fact that any big thing you're seeing today, big mansion you're seeing today, there was actually a time it was small. Any person was celebrating today, any influencer that that is celebrated, there was actually a time such person started. There is a starting point of everything, and there is a saying that every big thing started small. So we're not going to be neglecting the aspect or the side of small beginning. There is a small stage for everything. You can start small, but you don't remain small. That's cool. Starting small is normal, but remaining small is not normal. Remaining small is choice. Do you get? So actually one can start up small. Actually one can start with little or nothing, but you to grow. Like you're going to be growing on the process, and kind of that. So type of student who succeeds, you just like develop mindset. This is just like type of student, or let's just in other words, type of mindset, because succeeding, yeah, is just more like conquering or navigating or well in future in life. And I was seeing the type of people who gets to succeed or whatever, like who gets to navigate. This is just more like developing minded people. Yeah, because like you just like I just not to explain that, like if your mindset is developed, you have an advantage. If you're a skillful person, if you're competent, people are not going to be ignoring you, because that's your path. Like people don't know, like you actually, that makes you a different person, and nobody can play your part than you. So if you get all these things well, it's going to help you in actually know what you're chasing, and then you know what you're chasing, you're going to prioritize it, and I don't know, running and getting it more enhanced. It's also going to help. Okay, guys, so we just exhausted the life session time, and we're actually rushing up somewhere actually now, and we actually appreciate, we love every single person that participated. We're telling you your presence here means a lot. It's not taken for granted, not in any way. F regards that so much. Okay, guys, so thanks every your young person, every person here that participated to today's live stream section, and we'll tell you that your presence here means more than enough, and it's not taken for granted. So guys, much love. So we're going to be seeing you tomorrow here on YouTube. We stream every day, and or showing up tomorrow as well, and maybe just showing any of our YouTube what's it called, social media or accounts, YouTube, it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, UFGRAPHICS, all the social media, and maybe you could just join any of them, and maybe we'll get better more, and maybe you just send us the share link, share control, what's it called, invite people to our live stream sessions. It's fine. So guys, we're backing off. Thanks to every single person that